if you have a dog who seriously barks his head off every time he feels like he's excluded from the excitement, and you would like to learn how to get that behavior under control, in this video I'm going to share with you a game that I called the WWF exercise, as you'll see why I call that here in a minute, because it teaches your dog how to have a really exciting scenario actually end up making him want to be calm to interact with you instead of bark. Now, the dog that you're going to see in this video has a problem that I call not knowing how to ask permission to play. And in this WWF game that you're about to see, I'm going to show you how this works. And as you'll see, he's not a perfect dog, but if you follow along and try this exercise with your dog at home, I think you'll find that it's kind of a lot of fun, it's a little goofy, and it will really help your dog. So here we go. So, the first things you need are 4 angelic children who are willing to jump on and destroy couches. You need an overstimulated puppy who is on a leash, and you need some toys to stuff in his mouth when he becomes bad. Now, a couple things are going to happen here. So, we're going to roughhouse, he's going to get out of control, and he is going to break some of the rules that we have with interacting with him. So some of those rules are nipping on children, pulling on them, maybe teeth on skin, that kind of thing. You'll see how we interact with that. So, hey, here we go. Ready? We're going to get really excited. Oh, and one more thing I forgot to mention when I shot this video, because I didn't realize how loud it was about to get when I made this footage for you, is that you may find that I become hard to hear when the dog is barking, so I will be pausing this video a couple times to clear up any communication that I think maybe is getting lost in the noise so that you can understand the footage you're about to see. Enjoy, here we go. So first, you grab a child. Body slam. And then you body slam another kid. On the other one, and then you get this one, and you stack them here. What you're doing is you're waiting for the dog. And what you may not have noticed here is I reduced the intensity of my wrestling by about 50% when the dog was not calming down fast enough. And I gave him a couple of glances over there to kind of entice him that, hey, I'm waiting on you to let you come into this game and watch what happened. To sit down.
Help me!
Sitting down, you kind of go a little calmer and wait. Good, because he sat down. And we'll open it up, and he asked permission to play. And we let him in, and we play. And we play with him. So everybody plays with him. And the other thing, it's going to happen here real quick that you are probably going to miss, but I'll stop the video again to look for, is that I make sure that this puppy obeys the rules of those paws are not allowed to be on anyone. If he's going to play, they got to stay on the ground because he's going to grow up to be a 70-pound dog someday, and I don't want that causing problems for people. And the other thing is no teeth on skin. So watch for this instant, see if you can catch it where he breaks the rule and he gets, I guess you'll see how I react. And we play, he got to ask permission to play, and then we let go and we go back to wrestling, and if he breaks the rules, the kids say teeth because he got on them, or paws and paws get on him, and he leaves if he gets out of control. So you tackle the kid again.
Why me?
And if the puppy jumps on anybody, and he's about to mess up right here. Notice how the paw is on my son's skin. This is a violation of our rules. We're very strict about them because he needs to know how to understand how to behave, and you'll see how I react here to correct this problem. Use the leash because he crawled on top of somebody, which we don't want him to do.
Ow!
You take him back out, and you proceed to maul your children some more. Until he calms down. Oh. Now, did you catch this? The dog actually sat, was quiet for a sec. I went to go let him out, but he failed in the process of me getting over there, and in that time it took me to come over to them. And so he has to be quiet the whole time till he gets back, let back in, or it doesn't count, and he wasn't good enough. So that's why I back away, as you'll see me here, and I do not allow the dog to come in because I didn't think that he asked me nicely enough. Guys, come wrestle. But then here he is. He figures it out on his own. Notice I'm not even having to look at him for him to figure this out. He's getting no cues from me whatsoever. He is asking permission on his own with a quiet sit, and he's going to be rewarded. Good.
Oh, yeah.
Quiet, and then he gets to play again. And as you can see, that is what I call the WWF wrestling game that teaches the dog how to ask permission to play and interact with you by sitting calmly before you let him in. So that's how the WWF game works. As you can see, the dog is a work in progress, but this is the first game that you start to teach your dog, where I call it the permission to play principle, to start to obey the rules of your household. And there's lots of other things dogs need to learn how to ask permission for too. They need to ask permission to be pet, to go outside, to play like this, to eat, and a whole bunch of other things. And if you would like to learn how to teach your dog how to ask permission for certain things in his life so that he can be more under control, then we have a course. It's called Household Rules for Dogs, and you can check out the link to that course below this video, where we outline how to teach your dog how to ask for permission to do all the things that normally are really annoying in your life, like stealing food off of countertops and those sorts of things, and how this permission principle can help get your dog's life and manners under control. So check out that course below if you're interested in that kind of thing, and I look forward to sharing more videos with you in the near future.